It's no secret that social networks are struggling to generate advertising revenue. There are articles and blog posts published daily that give the numbers. But what's unusual is that nobody is talking about the problem or a possible solution. Instead, everyone seems to be making it more complicated than it should be. We feel that the problem and solution are simple. Now, we could explain them with charts, spreadsheets, and graphs, but that would just add to the confusion. So instead of that, we've made a video that breaks down the problem in a very simple way. Before we get started with the social network advertising problem, let's look at a form of successful internet advertising. Search engines make money from advertising because advertisements are delivered when you want them. Let's say we do a search for basketballs. When we click search, we're taken to a page that has search results for basketballs. These are websites that the search engine thinks are most relevant to what we're looking for. We're also given advertisements for basketballs by companies who sell them. Considering that we're looking for basketballs, the timing of these ads being delivered couldn't be better. When we click on the ad, we can find the basketball we want and buy it. Again, that type of advertising is successful because it's presented when we want to see it. To understand the problem with social network advertising, it's important to understand social network behavior. When people go to a social network, they're there to see their friends and family members. They exchange photos, emails, music, and videos with people in their social circle. It's all about interacting with the people you care about. Let's take a look at our page on a social network. We can see that our friend Sam has shared some vacation pictures with us. Jeff has sent us a funny video to watch, and Sally and Mary have sent us messages. Since we're here to interact with our friends, this is where our attention lies. Now, here's where the fundamental problem lies with the current social network advertising model. They put ads on this page. You'll remember that similar ads were given to us when we shopped for basketballs on the search engine. We paid attention to them because we were looking to make a purchase. However, in this case, we won't pay any attention to the ads because they aren't relevant to what we're doing. In fact, right now, Facebook's average click-through rate for these ads is 0.08%. That means that for every 10,000 times an ad is shown, it will only be clicked 8 times. To say that social network users are ignoring these ads is an understatement. Another way social networks try to advertise is by demographics. Since you supply your age, location, and gender, social networks allow advertisers to target you based on this information. They even allow advertisers to display ads on your page based on what you've said your interests are. But even with all of this information being supplied, the ads are ignored by social network users because they aren't relevant to what the users are doing on a social network. Since social networks are striking out with display ads, they've tried to do social ads. Let's say that we click on an ad for a basketball inside a social network. We go to the website and buy the basketball. The social network knows what we've done and creates an ad about it and shows it to all of our friends. So instead of advertising to us based on our interests or demographic information, they create ads based on our actions. Well, most people don't like this because it violates their privacy and control. Those two things are critical for social network users to feel safe online. So what have we learned about the social network advertising problem? We know that when people are on social networks, they're there to interact with their friends. So advertising must somehow be injected into those online conversations. For the advertising to be successful, the users must want to talk about and share the advertising messages with their social network friends. But we also know that if advertisers hijack those conversations by not respecting the user's desire for privacy and control, that the ads will backfire. And that's bad for the advertiser, the social network, and the user. So what's the answer to the social network advertising problem? Well, it's UViz, and it launches in just a few months. Stay tuned.